right. Uh, we have finished week 3 of the Army Program Part 3. So we are 3 weeks in. For those of you who are trying to join on that or are joining on that, we are 3 weeks in. Again, this is about putting on quality memory muscle, bulking, putting size on. The progression is going well, the food, the rest, all that. One of the things I wanted to bring up was if in an event, like, because life does happen, things occur where you miss, and you miss that day, you just go to the next day. Right now, the first month is relatively easy because with the Army program, you have it's like you're gauging, you're reintroducing your body into the flow of things, and then once it hits the last 4 weeks, that's when it intensifies, and the final 2 weeks is the hardest. So, like I said, right now, if you're in the first 3 weeks, you're in the feel-good process. It's like you're going through the motions, you're pacing yourself, you're doing pretty well, and you're doing, moderately what you're supposed to be doing as far as putting on size, getting the rest, and building, like I said, good memory muscle, which means if you decide to cut or use one of the other programs, like the core, then what would happen is you would still retain the muscle. You wouldn't lose it. But if you're, like I said, the reason why I'm doing part 3 is because I have a specific goal, and in that goal, I am not going backwards. So that's why we are doing what we're doing. We're heading forward in the process of getting bigger. So, and like I said, the muscle is memory. So it's like, your body is used to it. So I'm where I want to be. I have not been on the scale. You stay away from the scale, which is good. You don't be on the, don't be on the scale. Terry, you don't be on the scale, and you just, for the most part, you enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So you should be able to maintain and grow. You should be able to grow, not go backwards at any time. Now, if you miss like a whole week, it's all right to start over. You just start over from week 1 and keep going through the 8 weeks. Like I said, the first 4 weeks are easy because you're actually you're moderately getting your body back into the flow of things. So, there's a longer rest period in between sets, and it's like you're filling out your process. But once you get into that last 4 weeks, that's when your rest gets shorter, the weight goes up, and it's more intense. And once you get through those final 2 weeks, it's like you're like, what in the world? You feel like you burn, but if you have enough calories, if you have enough calories and enough carbohydrates, then you should be good to go. You should not be tail spinning and going backwards. You should be good to go. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to jump on, was to let people know that everything's moving forward. Also, the other thing, it was a new shirt release with Iron Sacrifice. This is the varsity. This is the varsity lineup. And there was a new shirt. If you go to the website, it was released. For those of you who are on the app, you already know what the deal is. But for those of you who aren't, go to the website and you will see, the shirt, and you use your discount, which the discount is, what is it, That's it. You have to get back to me on that. What the discount is? I don't forgot. That's horrible. I forgot what the discount is for the 15%. But it's from now to the end of the month. You get 15% off. If you go to my Facebook profile, YouTube, Instagram, it's on there. I promoted it. I'm juggling so much I can't remember right at the moment. That's horrible. But for those that are members with the Wix app, there are those, they know the special code and they have an advantage more so. So those of you, you've already gotten your email, it's let you know what's going on and you're good. But yeah, on here, you get a 15% discount. The new shirt is really nice, self-explanatory. Similar, like kind of, but not. This is a varsity lineup shirt. This is not the actual, this is a varsity line. But we have, like I said, this brand new one, which commemorates progression. Self-explanatory what one word can do, but it definitely is a feel-good thing, and it really does well as far as progression, growth, and overall positive energy, and faith in higher power and what it can do, what realizing what is being done and who's in control really. So you're just following the steps. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold too much of the people's time, but yeah, just wanted to jump on and say, with 3 weeks in, getting into the 4th week, which will be next week. I just finished this 3rd week. The 4th week starts next week. After that, it gets intense. So yeah, the month of September is going to be like, wow. I'll be enjoying it, because that's when you really see the growth and the proof. And you see right there, that's the barbell, and you got weights everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy, but it gets really intense in here. So, but again, it's okay if you like I said, if you're not in the 3 weeks, it's okay if you want to start. If you messed up a day, but if you messed up a whole week, then you have to go again. So. That's just something you have to do. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was opening your mind when you're training. When you're training, you want to open your mind to a lot of possibilities of change. What you can do or what you could do, you may not be able to do on another day. So that's not a bad thing. It's just your body going through the motions. It could be rejecting what you want to do, and it could be bounding you. But either way, you should listen. So you should still let your mind, not like, don't just be stubborn and be like, I'm gonna push, because then you can cause an injury. So, like for instance, I did squats, and when I did squats, I realized that what I usually do, this particular day, it wasn't happening. So when I got up to where I thought it was going to be, I got there. I got to where I wanted to be. But when I got ready to do my sets, I didn't do anything, because I had done enough warm up to where as though my body was feeling it, and I was like, okay, shut it down. That means don't go too much farther, because that means you can injure yourself. So today, that particular day meant we're not doing all that. We're gonna do this part. We get to this point. I got to that point. I wanted to see if I could do it. I got to that point, and I was like, yeah. My body was telling, it was just screaming like, no, we're not doing that. So I worked all the way up. I put quarter, then I put a dime. I did a dime and a quarter. Then I did 45. I just went up and up and up. And when I got to where I wanted to be, I was like, I want to see. I got there. I did. I warmed up with all that. I got all the way up there. But in that time, I had done about, 3, 6, 15 5. I had 5, 3, 3. Yeah, I was at like 15. I had squatted like 15 times in different weights, and each time I went up, and I was like, that's enough. You know, most people warm up and then go into it, and I've been able to do that, but this particular day, it was like, no. And I'm glad I didn't, because I seen the effects, felt great, you know, and that's just from a warm up on that particular. So who says, like, if I try it again next week, that it's going to be that way? It may tell me to go down, or I may feel better and go up, or I may do the same thing. So you have to be able to, when you're training, check your ego and have your mind open to the possibility of, you know, maybe bringing it down, bringing the weight down a little bit, or if you feel great and you feel like you can maximize. But the goal is to really stimulate. It's not to ambush your body. It's not to destroy your body. We're not trying to destroy our bodies. You're trying to, you know, stimulate the nervous system. You want it to realize, you know, that yeah, you can build. You know, it don't have to be this much weight to develop quality size muscle. It doesn't. You don't have to do that. You know, these are things, like I said, I've learned over the years. Yeah, I still have days where I push it. I love pushing it. I have days where I wanna. It ain't enough. I'm gonna do some more. You know. And then you have the days where your body just like, and that's during your warm up. During my warm ups, I know people that don't even warm up; they just go in. I've done that at times, but like, you know, I prefer to warm up. That way, it sets a tone, get your system ready for what's to occur. I like to already have it. I don't want to shock it into this is what we're gonna be doing, because that can cause an injury. So, yeah, that's a note I want to tell people when you're training. Just kind of keep your mind open to that. Just because you can't do it today don't mean you can't do it the next time you come back to it. Or you can do it today, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it the next time you come back to it. You may have to tone it down. So with that being said, yeah, I'm going to get off of here. I had enough time on here. But yeah, go to the website, check out the new shirt. And like I say, go to the profiles. I will put it up there because I still cannot remember what the darn coupon is. That's ridiculous. Maybe I'll get on here later and tell you what the coupon is. I'll do that. But for those who are on the Wix app, you know the coupon. There's a different one for you if you're on the app and you utilize that. But for the people who don't know, there is a coupon you can use to get the new shirt, and it is from now to the end of the month. So with that being said, stay positive, keep going, and have the best day ever.